Live from the mean streets of South Lyon, Michigan. This is the Off Center Sports Card Show. We'll talk all cards, modern and vintage, graded and ungraded, and stories of the hobby. Sit back, grab a cold one, and let's join George Jackson and Coach Pat. Welcome to the OC.
Yo, Coach Pat,
What's up?
Not much here. Just finishing up sharing to our great Facebook community.
Are you playing a Wordle right there?
You know what? I had a question. I do not know what Wordle is.
It doesn't surprise me.
I have no clue what that thing is.
Coming through the South Lyon education system.
Education, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know what I think they've switched Wordle now to a 4-letter word.
Ooh.
First one today is slap. Boom! You just got Jawand. No?
Wasn't that funny?
Okay. Let me try again.
Okay. But I've seen Sweardo. They have Sweardo out there too, all swear words.
Okay.
So I'd probably be good at that one.
Yeah, and those will mostly be 4-letter words. So the less letters, the least amount of letters for you, the better, I'm thinking.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what else too? The less snow, we do better job getting here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Producer Rich was looking out for us last week. Our
He
best
was,
interest
with
in our safety.
Our corporate, our corporate mission statement. I'm sure you guys have all read it. It's safety first and foremost,
right
above everything.
And never have the centerpieces hurt. We never want the centerpieces hurt. I mean, that's what sells the show.
And we did confirm it with human resources, Tom, the 12th man.
Yes.
And he also rubber stamped it, said, you know what? We just cannot do the podcast today. You guys stay home, be safe. And that's what we did. And so we're back. He did approve the day off.
So
didn't have to burn a vacation day.
Right.
Because there's only so many.
It was a paid day off.
It was, yeah.
Paid day off. You got that. So
PTO.
Exactly. So, I mean, things change. We had to kind of move the show segments around a little bit.
We have to show that we're agile, that we were ready to talk some Super Bowl, a little Super Bowl card. How did the cards go?
Yep.
But you know what? Hey, we change, we shift, we move. I'm shifty.
Whew. You really are, man.
Yeah.
Not as shifty as Barry Sanders.
No.
I was a kid. I used to run into hallways like Barry, back in the day, man. If you're carrying the book, you do a little spin move, all that.
See, I would have pegged you more of a.
How was that in a one-room schoolhouse in South Lyon?
No, baby.
He's more of a Corey Schlesinger, I think. More of a Corey.
I was the first 4-year graduating class at the South Lyon High School at 11 Mountain Pontiac Trail. The real high school, the only high school that's in this town.
Oh my! See that? I thought you were a graduate of the Cindy Jackson Academy, CJA.
Could you imagine my mom teaching me? Could you imagine me
me
being a student, like a homeschooled student?
No, I could not. No, you would have been expelled.
Probably.
Yeah.
First teacher would have quit.
Yeah.
Parents would have quit on me.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So
what's up? We got people watching here. Oh, so my mom's watching with my dad and my little nephew Logan.
Are they watching from the pool in Florida?
They must be. They probably just got done with. They're probably getting ready for bed. 7:38.
Yeah, they just got done with the bingo. They just played bingo over in the Villages, and
Tyler Jackson, just shut your mouth. I'm reading your comments. Okay.
What's up, Bowman?
Yeah, got Bowman in here. Sups up. Got a couch. Looking good. So big show today.
Swingle. What up,
Super
Swingle?
Excited about this. So we've had release of the 2022. I can't say that.
Stuff is starting to pie.
2022 Top Series 1.
It gives you it. This is right around the time, and they plan the release right around the time that pitchers and catchers are supposed to report. Obviously, we're dealing with the lockout situation right now, but at least we're getting our baseball fix right now through cards with the release of 2022 Tops. And you just like me, were eager to get to the store and get the box of cards, hobby, retail, whatever. Excited to rip it. Obviously, the 2022 version, everyone's chasing Wander Franco. And we've seen the hysteria on eBay. Just the prices of some of these cards, the Wander Mania, as everybody's calling it. And it's incredible. We saw the same thing happen with Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be first, no matter what the topic is these days, whether it's breaking news with Adam Schefter, Wojnarowski and with the NBA, get that Wander, send it into PSA Super Express, get that PSA 10, and what did it sell for? $2,600. Right. We don't know if the sale went through.
The base card.
Right. Yeah, that was just the base.
There's only going to be 700,000 more of them in circulation. So smart of that guy to send it in. And yeah, you might win some, you might lose some, but yeah, get it, send it in, and try to turn it around quick. That Mac Jones Donruss card was going for upwards of $2,000 as well early in the football season when he was lighting it up. But the guy that was the biggest winner of the Topps release is none other than the guy sitting right across from us, Producer Rich. Pulled some absolute bangers out of his Topps blaster boxes, right?
Six blaster boxes.
It's unbelievable.
6 blaster boxes from Walmart.
We've created this monster. We have created this monster.
We have. And George just dropped off a gigantic box of stuff from his auctions to Producer Rich.
I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
So this is
like Santa Claus every time I show up over here to a podcast.
He's sifting through it. Oh, what did I buy? What did I buy?
Oh, I bought this ball.
But the great thing,
okay,
there are some pretty cool, inserts and parallels in this set, which I like, which we can talk about. Big fan of the home field advantage card. I know it's a play. It's a play on the downtown. They ripped it off from Panini, shamelessly.
Very cool.
But it's a cool looking card. Love the background of the home, the home team. There's Vlad right there with the Canadian flag. But out of 6 blasters, you pulled 2
in that one.
Hometown advantage cards.
Why is there no truckers in this? No truckers in this
one? They couldn't get through.
Oh, they couldn't get through for card production?
They're all in jail.
They weren't in Toronto.
They're all in jail.
It's all the same, isn't it?
But, here's the thing. So this, these home field advantage cards are being positioned as a case hit. And I think
started as a case hit.
Right. And I think there might be quite a few more of them than maybe, we're being led to believe.
Right. And then one I like, the insert I like, it's a lower end insert, but you're not hitting them as much as the, what are these called? The Diamond. Where does that say that? The Diamond Edge or something like that, but it's a die cut card. It's got the rainbow foil to it and shows all the stars of the past, which I like those. I think those are really cool insert this year for those die cuts.
I got 2 of these,
Pedro and Clemente. I know Pat said he hit a
Yastrzemski.
I still have not hit one. I still have not hit a one.
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
Complete loser.
Here's another great one. From each retail blaster, you get these number patches. So again, Producer Rich pulling the Wander,
of course.
So I like those a lot better. You remember, was it last year where they had the big medallion?
Yes.
The big coin, like a Garrett Cole, a Yadi Molina. Oh, those are sharp.
Then they also have the logo man patches and for stuff in there too for hits. Fancy feet or something. I've seen those. There's a few different inserts throughout, but so let's talk about Producer Rich here hitting the Wander Franco, and
this is hilarious.
Somebody grab that short print if you would. 12th man. Oh,
so Producer Rich. What did we're trading texts yesterday. Sends us a text and say, hey, what's the difference between these two? It's the Franco base, and then come to find out, old Producer Rich landed the Wander Franco photo variation.
Yeah, photo variation short print. Right now they're like $550, $600, I believe.
We're like, hey, Producer Rich, you got a $500 or $600 card on your hand.
For about
400 right now. Yeah. That's the thing. They're going to keep going down quick.
We told them to unload it quick.
Like those have got into home field advantage right when they got them. Good move because those will start taking a dive. I think they're down to like $70 now from 110. I have a Pete Alonso one.
Well, I think the ones that are gonna
about 150.
Vlad's still up there. Yeah, Vlad and
Trout,
of course.
The ones that are going to hold value. There's also that Legends portion of the home field advantage. So they have there's a Clemente, there's a Willie Mays.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So those.
Whitey Ford.
Yep.
Oh, Whitey Ford one too.
Yeah.
Wow.
But here, the frustrating thing to me is just all these different parallels, and it's I feel like I have to inspect it, and I know it'll show up upside down in the pack in most cases,
Right.
especially for the photo variation. But you got the advanced stats, parallel as well. All the different colored parallels. It's wild.
Yeah,
It's
but here's the thing is when I opened the packs up, I took all the paper and put the paper just in a box. And I didn't look at it until I saw it on Bill Welch's page where they just had a base and it went from $1 to like $15 in like 6 minutes. I'm
Right.
like, what the hell's the big deal with this card? So I'm scanning through to see this card. And then I'm like, all right, I got Wander Franco, but I got 2 different variations.
Yeah, so I do like the look of the card. First and foremost, remember last year's the 2021, just the font, of the player's
I like
name
this
was
design.
so,
I did not
so
like
small.
last year's design at all.
This is great, and I love the 35th anniversary that they're doing for the 1987 set with the kind of the wood grain border. So I pulled a couple of those. I got a nice Kirby Puckett, a nice Will Clark. So a couple of childhood favorite players.
I got some George Peretz.
Nice.
Nice. So I think, this could be our baseball fix for a little while, depending on how this lockout goes. And, the good thing is that the union and the owners have agreed to meet every day until the 28th, hoping to come to some sort of an agreement to start the season on time. They've got the deadline of 2/28. Said, hey, if we don't come to an agreement by then, season will not start on time. I just think there's too much at risk. You see what, you saw what happened in 1994. That's right. You saw what happened in 94. Canceled the World Series. That's unprecedented. And they lost fans forever as a result of that. So I don't think, I would hope, cooler heads will prevail and not allow that to happen, and not to drag this thing on to where we have a truncated season where we're playing 81 games.
Well, that's what I think is going to happen. My prediction is mid to late May for game 1.
The season's going to start.
Yep. Yeah.
Which baseball fans are probably, I don't know.
I personally, I like it. I think 162 games is too damn long.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyways, but I can't see this thing happening anytime soon.
It's a game of poker. I mean, who's going to blink first? But usually the deadlines spur action, and I think as we get closer to the 28th, then hopefully things start to come together. But who knows? Who knows?
I hope I'm wrong.
But if you look at it from a card market perspective, with this lockout, guys that haven't been able to sign contracts yet, like a Carlos Correa, big time free agents. I picked up a couple Correas.
Who's still going to sign to Tigers, by the way.
Right.
Market.
I would love to see it.
Yep.
So I did buy a couple nice Correas before all this stuff happened, before the Tigers signed Baez. I was thinking that
short and third.
No, second and short.
Oh, you move. No,
where are you going to put Candelario? Candelario was a Tiger of the Year.
First base.
Where are you going to put Torkelson?
Torkelson's not going to make the team right off the bat.
You don't think so?
No. And if they do, all right, who would you rather have, Candy or Torque?
Torque.
Thank you. So it doesn't matter. Correa's too big of a body. He's going to be playing third.
Interesting. 27 years old.
27 years old. That body, it's just too much. You could go second with it, but that's market.
Interesting comment. I respectfully, the first time I'll ever do anything respectfully, I respectfully disagree.
Okay.
Love Correa. Yeah, with all due respect.
Because Correa would not last that short another 4 years, even. His body. He can't. Not in the major leagues.
How old is Baez?
28. Yeah, 28.
I don't know. Like Correa. I'm a Correa guy. Would love to see him.
El Mago's got a hell of a different body
guy,
than Correa.
Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman's another one. Waiting to sign.
That's right, Andrew.
35 years of center and 87 top.
There you go. Love it.
Very true. But yeah, you know what? It is going to have an effect on the card market. And you can look at it a couple different ways. You can say, hey, look, will prices decrease? Or if baseball's not happening come April, when we're all looking towards opening day, are people going to look to the card market to get their baseball fix, during this time, kind of like what we did during COVID. And then when the bubble came about for the NBA, basketball cards exploded. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I am an optimist, and I like to think that this thing will get sorted out. Maybe, some minimal delays in the start of the season, but I don't see anything drastic. It does feel like they're very far apart right now, but I think hopefully that thing will that gap will start to close.
Either way, I don't think we're going to see a huge decrease in the collecting of cards or anything like that. I think just players aren't going to be shooting up in price like they should.
I hate to see baseball keep shooting themselves in the foot. They're
good at it.
It's hard enough to they've been trying to bring fans back into the game, and it's a slow paced game that the new way, the millennials, they need that quick TikTok speed of instant gratification. They can't sit there for 2.5, 3 hours and dive into a baseball game.
Right. That's a difficult part of it. So
so we'll see. I mean,
see how it goes.
So solve that problem.
Yeah. So also what we've had going on lately too is SGC, a huge uptick with them. And I'm not gonna. It's the way it should be, because it's the way it's always been in the collector's world for me for years. It's just PSA, SGC, and SGC's proven their muscle right now and forcing Beckett to third now.
I did, for one of the first times in this show's history, the long history of this show, I will agree with you.
All 17 episodes.
Yes,
17 episodes, right?
And shame on me. I was very anti SGC
for agreeing with me
when I on many fronts.
Okay.
When I first started, I didn't like the look of the slab, as PSA obviously commands the higher resale value. But as I've gotten more into vintage, thank you. And here's an example that, they call it the tuxedo, and it is such a sharp looking slab.
It really is.
Especially with the vintage. But, I think as, PSA's turnaround times continue they've gotten better. But SGC is turning stuff around like crazy.
So I sent that Banks and myself, sold it to Pat, and 30 days, $35 a card, 30 days, and it's moving quick. I mean, there's specials out there. I know Sports Card Investor had one $27 a card for 60 days.
Yep.
And they're holding to their numbers too, which is great. They're seeing the failures of I'm going to say it, the failures of Beckett.
Beckett has been a disaster.
Beckett is a mess. People want to talk about PSA. Well, PSA is just backloaded.
Right.
Beckett is an embarrassment. What's going on?
Yeah, PSA is at least making moves to enhance capacity. They announced today that they acquired a 130,000 square foot facility in New Jersey.
Right.
That's going to open early next year for more grading. And so they're doing what they can, and PSA has been king forever. But I think SGC has definitely taken that number 2 spot.
Right. I think so. And well-deserved. And they do a great job. The prices for SGC as for selling on the market and buying, they're getting pretty close with PSA. They're not 100% with PSA yet, but they're a lot closer than they were a year ago. Put it that way.
That's a great point. And
that's even for modern too, Pat.
The gap on that is actually closed. And I looked up a card.
Okay.
So back in September of 2021, an 86 Fleer Jordan in PSA 10 sold for $295,000. That same card in an SGC 10 was at $192,000. So roughly a $100,000 difference. Today, that same PSA 10 Jordan is now at about $240,000, whereas the SGC is holding that $190K value. So
population too.
Right. I think it's a pop 3 on the SGC.
Awesome.
But I think from the get-go, even when things went haywire, SGC has been very transparent. They were the first to lower their prices when things were getting sideways. They've always, they did the episode with Sports Card Investor, as you mentioned, where they let them come in and they showed you their grading process. Like, hey, here's what we do. Here's what we look for. Or I don't think anybody's ever seen that from PSA.
Well, they show you can see the grading process, but as for a walkthrough like that, I don't think so. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Another thing I like too about SGC, there's no upgrade fee. So if the perceived value of this card is, if it grades out at a 10, now we're going to upcharge you.
There is an upcharge.
Not at SGC.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. I had some that were upcharged.
You did?
Yep. Based on the value. So, yep.
We're gonna fact check you like Politico.
Here, you want me to pull the damn thing? You want to pull my invoices up? Jeez, Noonan.
But I do like the SGC 10. They do have that gold label, so that's another thing to chase. The pristine 10 gold label,
pristine 10, yes.
Whereas similar to the BGS 10 black label, it's like, hey, you can sit a card and hoping you get that that rare gold or black label,
right?
And they also have that 9.5 grading, which PSA stops the decimal point on 8. That 8.5 is the highest they'll go.
I mean,
it's a point
9, 5, 10. I don't know.
Point of differentiation.
Yeah, mint plus to gem mint. So I mean, it's all different things.
Thank you, Tyler. Show us your invoices, George. Show us your taxes.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Show us your taxes, Mr. Trump.
Tell you there.
He says, "Hey, pull them up. I want to see it."
Yep.
Okay, hold on here.
Hey, can I also say that Tyler is an absolute great guy to work with?
No, he's not, because I went to Florida last month. He was supposed to meet with me. No, he big time me.
I'd big time you too.
No?
Yeah. Actually, now I have even more respect for Tyler. No, Tyler's good people, man. Met him at the National.
Really is,
and here's the thing: so I was talking to him because we were working a trade for that judge card, and he didn't know. I'm like, well, yeah. I said, I'm the producer of the show. He's like, no. Like, he didn't believe it.
Yeah, they put the eye candy behind the camera. But no, I think you might have to walk this one back. Actually, we might have to Joanne. You're going to slap you on the top of the head.
No, it's there. Yep, my orders. Okay.
But the big thing is the price point. I mean, with the huge gap in pricing,
you guys just don't spend expensive cards like I do.
You look, a 10-day for SGCs at $40, 20 to 25 days at 30. You got Super Express at PSA is at 300 a card and is at 3 to 4 week lead time. Express 150. It's it's crazy. Regulars at 100 in 3 to 4 months. So you're going to see a lot.
There we go. See, I was charged $75 on this card right here compared to 30. So this Frank Robinson rookie, I was charged 75. So there was another upcharge of 75. I
think you should show the
Tyler. I accept your apology. I just showed it to you.
Send it out to the community.
What, you're not going to report the truth? Is this what this is all about?
There seems to be some gray area here.
Call me a liar?
Seems to be some gray area.
Jeez.
But with that said, rubber stamp endorsement, SGC. I love it. I'm a fan. SGC is number 2. Number 2 and continuing to close the gap. PSA is grading 200 and whatever plus 1,000 cards a week. SGC's at 20,000, but props to those guys. They've stayed the course, been transparent the whole way through. Love what they're doing.
Yeah,
and you're going to see a lot more SGC out in the marketplace.
And seeing a lot more things, no doubt. We're seeing more card shops out there too.
We certainly are.
Not yet. I mean, we're seeing the card shops. We see they're popping up, a lot of them in different areas. We got about 4 or 5 here in the Metro Detroit area that have popped up. You got the one out in the West Side of State that Bill Welch took over.
Yep, friend of the show.
Former guest on the show too. So
I've done his logo for him.
Yeah.
GC,
in Whitehall, Michigan, baby.
Good old Whitehall.
Cars and Collectibles LLC.
Yep. So definitely, I mean, and I tell you what, there's a lot of good and bad to this, and everybody's just kind of be careful, because this has happened before, where we got a huge, it was like the late 80s, early 90s, where a huge amount of card shops popped up in the different areas, and a lot of them didn't survive quick, and I've known Pat and we've been to some shops throughout the area and taking a look, and a lot of great places out there. Everybody's got their own little niche, but we'll kind of see where it goes, because there's a lot. I mean, what do you think, Pat, out of what you've seen in the card shops popping up?
It's still not even, a lot of the new ones. We did pop into that new one in Canton, but you walk into a card shop and again, you feel like you've gone into a time warp and it's still a lot of the old, kind of the old guard. It feels very transactional. There's really no, and then again, I'm not trying to broad brush every card shop. They're all, they're all different, but it feels very transactional. Hey, come on in, look around and grab a box, whatever, and meet you at the cashier stand. Make especially that first experience, make that memorable, right? Do something, make that customer want to come back.
Right.
And a lot of times I think a lot of these shops have gotten lazy. They know they're the only shop in town, and they know people will come back. And then new shops will open up, and that's probably a lot of the flippers and getting their retail stuff and marking it up a little bit and thinking they can make a quick buck on it. It's not sustainable. Not a sustainable.
No, and they're trying to run them on breaks. They're
Right.
trying to run their company on just all breaks like they've done, or all online. And you can't. You have to make it a card shop because that's what it's there for. If not, they're just not going to succeed. And I mean, whether they want to or not, I don't know.
Make it an experience first and foremost. Make it a destination trip where people. That's hey, every Friday or every Saturday, Sunday, we're going to the card shop. Hey, we're gonna go break a box of cards, whatever.
Can I share you guys' experience for me growing up?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
So in Livonia, the shop that was by my house was Mary Seven
Coins.
Mary Seven Coins.
Yep.
George was taking out the garbage probably when you got there.
Back in the day.
Every Friday, if I brought home a good progress report with my grades, it was a trip up to Mary Seven Coins, and I get to get 2 packs of O-Pee-Chee hockey.
Awesome.
And they were 35 cents a pack.
Right.
Yep.
2 packs, it was 70 cents.
Yep.
And that's what, when I was a kid, that's what drove the love behind collecting cards.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just,
and if you took your report card in and you had
I love that idea.
A's and everything like that, you bring your report card in. If you had, if you had 6 classes and if you had 4 A's, you got a pack of this. You got a pack of this card.
I'm glad my parents never did that to me. I would have never had cards when I was a kid.
Yeah, you probably would.
I would have never had one damn card the whole time. Been sitting there with just bad report cards, but great ideas you see. I mean, just imagine like if we did something like that. That would be crazy. Like do a card shop. I mean,
This is what Joe Burrow does. It's called the gap.
Yeah. What up with this? What do you got here, dude?
What up with this?
Yeah. Wow.
You know what? Hey, screw it. Let's open up a card shop. You want to do it?
Deal.
Let's go.
Go, baby.
The OC is expanding.
The brand is moving, baby.
For the brand. The
all about the brand.
OC is opening up a shop. And do we have any photos?
I do not have any photos.
We do not have any photos,
but
I think I might have some on my phone.
Okay. Beautiful Whitmore Lake, Michigan.
Whitmore Lake, Michigan. Target. There's my bicep. Sorry about that. Let's see.
What the hell's going on up there in that upper right corner?
Hang on. Here we go. Been working on this for behind the scenes for quite some time. And before we get into the pictures, I do want to thank some people. First and foremost, Kevin Bowman. He was really one of the first conversations that we had. Again, you want to pick the brain of people who have done this for a while. And Kevin, Kevin's been doing it, just been in the card hobby for a while, but hasn't had a shop for that long, but just a wealth of knowledge, does it the right way, as we all know and see on the Four Horsemen page. I think Kevin had us on the Kevin likes to talk. I think it was 2 hours. I think we were talking to him, and cannot thank him enough, for the time and the knowledge. John Yu, again, another friend of the show. He's been doing this for 15 years, and you want to pick the brain of people who have done this. George, my buddy over at KV Sports right here in South Lyon, talked to him for a while, but let's try to get one picture here of kind of.
If you texted me, I can put it up on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that. So fresh space here in Whitmore Lake. Here it comes, coming to producer Rich. But hey, we're excited. This is gonna be awesome. And you work to the point where you want to be your own boss, right? You want to yeah, you kind of want to do your thing, and I can't wait. I'm super excited to do it. And so we're targeting an opening date of it's probably going to be the last weekend of March is what it's looking like. But stuff's starting to come together real quick.
And we're going to send updates as the growth happens. We got stuff coming in already, and as we're putting the whole shop together, that's all going to be coming in with updates. And then, of course, we're going to have a grand opening and party and stuff like that for it. I want to thank, my parents. I got to thank my kids too. Very supportive of what's going on with this.
OC Sports Cards and Memorabilia, card decal.
And, Pat and I have been doing this podcast now for a year to Tom and Rich on all this. It's been really nice doing this and everything for the past year. And Pat's been in the card market really strong for about a year and a half, I would say. And I can't thank you enough, Pat, for wanting to be a part of this. You're giving me the opportunity of a lifetime. Dream as a kid always. Like I said, working at a card shop when I was younger, setting up card shows when I was 14 years old. You are reaching you are just absolutely giving me a dream come true moment here. And I'm appreciative of that for you, your wife, the kids, everything. And we're going to make this work like nothing else and keep going the brand. We threw around names and it all came back to the OC guys. And it's thanks to everybody out there, all you guys out there, everybody on the Four Horsemen, everybody on the Tigers page on Facebook, all part of this. This is huge for us, and we're just excited to keep the OC going. And before you know it, we're gonna have OC wine, OC underwear. OC everything.
Yeah,
so
OC thongs.
Yes, OC condoms for her pleasure. There's gonna be all sorts of little things going on. But no, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to everybody here. Totally blessed to do this, and can't wait to get going. And we got some comments coming up, and it's been great. And I thank all you guys. It's just
a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes here. God, the last 2 to 3 months, trying to get it going, and
trying to keep it quiet too.
It's going to be freaking awesome. And yeah, Jason Bland is another one that we need to recognize.
Yep, Steve Grouse from
Grouse.
Yep, DC Sports. He's going to want to reach out with us stuff too. So there's a lot of people.
We'll have to post on the page.
Okay. Yeah, Mark over in Ipsy at Stadium Card and Comics.
Yep, Mark's another one.
Just so happy with all these connections we've made, putting this process together. And there's many more to come. Many more great connections to come out there.
Yep, and so we'll kind of add this whole shop element as part of the show's going to continue. This show is not going anywhere. If anything, it's just going to get bigger. We're going to we'll do some episodes from on site.
The brand,
and
baby.
we'll also, add an element of each episode. I don't know what we call it, shop talk or whatever, but kind of give everybody a feel for what's been going on in the shop that particular week, month, whatever. What are people coming in asking for? What's going on?
Oh, Tyler, you got to thank you too.
What have we learned? Yes. All that good stuff.
Yes.
So
I'll bring the fireball at the opening, baby. Wow. That'll be George's first sleepover at the shop.
His first sleepover at the shop.
So one of the questions is, will there be a website for the shop of out-of-towners?
Yes.
That's in the works, right?
Absolutely. Yep. That is in development as we speak. Yep.
First class, guys. It's going to be a first class.
We're going to have Swingle as our first signer. He's going to be signing bowling pins of his first 300 to commemorate his 300 game.
No, Joe. Yeah, so Cindy, we're so proud of both of you. Thank you, Mom. So always fun, but yeah, it's great. We are very, very happy, happy for this, guys.
Get ready, boys and girls. It's going to be huge.
Can't wait. We're just gonna.
The best card shop, the biggest card. Some might call it the most successful card shop this country has ever seen. Huge.
Oh, man.
First day of hours, midnight to midnight.
Yep, we'll have you again. The card decals.
Don't
Don't sleep on the card decals. This is the new logo. Basically the same logo, just adding sports cards and memorabilia.
Yep.
Can they see that or no?
No, they can see it.
I got you.
They can see it. I'm looking at something else.
Okay, so
I'm trying to do something else.
Rich is watching porn. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're going. I see where you're going on that. I see where you're going on that.
So, yeah, let's get to the
very interesting.
Yeah, Hip's top 5 now, huh?
Cigar bag.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get this.
I don't know if you deserve this cigar.
No?
My work has been too crazy, so I haven't been able to do it.
Now it just totally blows up.
You can rant about it.
Trust me, I'm ranting about it. There's no doubt about it. Oh, fuck.
Yep, going on the page.
So hey, real quick though, Tyler said that it's going to be a midnight to midnight. Is he working an entire shift or
yeah?
What's going on with that? Because last time,
well, he's awake during all that.
I was gonna say because last time I checked, pizza and sodas.
Yeah, tried trade night, grand opening, all kinds of good stuff happening.
Well, let me know what the first day is. Make sure everything's set up. And
yep.
We will do
We'll do a live on site. Yeah, maybe go. Yeah.
You got a big enough table?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of space. That's the one thing the picture doesn't show is that back area.
The office.
Tons of space back there.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, fun. Hip top 5 this week. It was supposed to be last week. So, but right now we got top 5. I can't say this word. The game halftime shows. The big game.
That's
the
right.
big game.
We
so top 5,
like
the big game halftime shows. And it kind of, got it going from this year's halftime show. Everybody was pumped for and thought it was great and stuff like that. That's right. So this was a fun list to put together. I did some history on this, and
you finally added some value in your top 5.
I did.
You've had a couple. You've had some clunkers.
So so number 5. We'll start with number 5, which is actually the first true entertainment halftime show, which was 1993. Michael Jackson.
Terrible.
That's number 5.
Terrible.
Before that, your halftime shows were basically like a bands and spelling out a name of something. And I think in 92 it was Disney. It was basically a Disney ad they did in 1992 for their own halftime show.
Hot dog.
So Michael Jackson, true entertainer, did a very good job with the show. Got him at number 5. Number 4, 2004, Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
With Justin Timberlake. Yep. Kid Rock, P. Diddy, and Nelly. Great halftime show.
It was definitely getting hot in her.
Oh, it was. And I'll tell you what, you watch that show again, you watch JT and, throws the hand on the boobie there and rips it off and boom, here comes Janet. Show. Yeah. Well, I said boobie. Boobie's okay.
Yeah. Breastists.
Right. Breastists.
Right.
Breastists. Yeah. So anyways, like you had that, and I'll tell you what, I mean, I know it's a kid show again, but you watch JT's wardrobe though. First watch Janet Jackson. She is grinding on him like nothing else.
I wasn't watching JT's wardrobe.
No, JT was wearing the baggiest pants you could ever see to hide everything. And one time when he's walking, he pulled his coat over his front there too. So
over the old timber snake.
Right.
Over the old timber snake.
Right. Like being in school. Mr. Jackson, you want to get up and share anything? No, I'm fine.
I'm all set.
I'm good right here. I'll be sitting right here.
Take this one. We'll take this one sitting down.
That's right.
I'm going to show you the Woodrow.
Yeah.
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Time for lunch.
Oh. Whoa. All right. Number 3. Oh, one of my favorite shows. 2015.
Katie Manilow.
Katy Perry.
Oh, I love Katy Perry.
Oh, so beautiful.
Love Katy Perry.
So beautiful.
One of my favorites.
Lenny Kravitz and then Missy Elliott, which she stole the show. Yeah. But Katy Perry, the production in that show, coming out on the Lion, the wrecking ball, remember the dancing sharks that year? The one shark was drunk or something. It was all off cue. Right. Well, maybe he was too. Yeah.
Everyone had boners.
Number 2, it rose right up 2022 this year. Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, and the part I didn't like, Kendrick Lamar. I thought he sucked. So, but I had to put him on there because it's part of the show. 12th man. Why don't you just
12,
chill?
man. Spoiler alert.
Number one,
In the rain.
the greatest entertainer I have ever seen in my lifetime in concert, live. Greatest show I ever saw was at the State Theater with this man. 350 people only invited, and I was there.
How did you get invited?
Back in the ticket broker days. Oh, good story with that one. But anyways,
Ticket scalper days.
they call me. Yeah, whatever. 2007 in Miami, Prince. Number one, Purple Rain, In the Rain.
Diamonds and pearls.
Now let's get back to this list. We're going to just kind of recap this. From 2007 to 1993, you can only see where there was, rest of them were performances of a group of entertainers. 93 and 2007, only two people could put on a halftime show like they could. Prince and Michael Jackson. Nobody else comes close. There was many other single entertainers out there. There was huge bands like U2, Bruce Springsteen. There was Rolling Stones. Paul McCartney. He sucked as an entertainer, though. Nobody wants to go to the Super Bowl and sit there and watch Paul McCartney on a damn piano.
I do.
Sir Paul McCartney. Show some respect.
That's America, baby. I won't
show some respect.
Anyways, he sucked. Rolling Stones, actually, when they did their set, they played one of their songs from a new album that nobody heard of. You're the Rolling Stones. Get out there and just play the jams. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Can you do this will you, as a personal favor?
Tom Petty, great performer. Nobody wants to see it for a halftime show.
Love Tom Petty.
I love Tom Petty.
But
not for a halftime.
For a future show.
For the big game.
For a future show, will you commit to doing, and maybe we do this in the fall, the top 5 halftime acts of the Detroit Lions Thanksgiving game?
Oh, those are so, man.
That would be, there have been Big Sean.
Big Sean,
Jesse McCartney.
Jesse McCartney. I was there for Jesse McCartney. That was brutal. Everybody's sitting there like, people are just sitting there staring.
Did they have Nickelback? Nickelback.
Nickelback's okay.
Nickelback's terrible.
Why are they terrible?
Terrible. What song? Isn't in a photograph, and a man gotta laugh.
Well, if they sound like that, you'd be terrible too.
Listen, I don't position myself.
Thanks, 12th man. Nickelback's all right. I don't know where this hatred for Nickelback came from.
Awful.
And people just suck into it like, oh, Nickelback sucks.
I would like to see.
Yeah.
Let's pocket that one for the fall. I would like to see a top 5 Detroit Lions halftime show. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to get your brain turning.
Hip hips top 5
big
again.
Brain turning.
Hip hips, not
George would still want Air Supply.
Oh, I love Air Supply. So lost in love.
All songs are lost or out of love.
Yes.
We'll get Christopher Cross. Sailing takes me away. That's a great song. Love it. I love Christopher Cross.
Air Supply is great.
We're gonna get love
great
Christopher
hits.
Cross.
At least your son knows what's up.
What do you say? Yeah, this comes from a kid. He's terrible. He tries to talk rap music with me. He doesn't even know what he's saying.
I did see Derek Jasper, who had a great idea up there earlier. We do want to do a cookout at the OC, but partnering up with the butchery, which you guys have already done. You post the pictures all the time. That place looks phenomenal. I've never been. Been.
Where's the butcher? Oh, that place over in Sylvan Lake.
Sylvan Lake.
But we're in Whitmore Lake. There's 2 different lakes.
But they're lakes. But don't you have a boat? We can just.
No. That's gonna be some rough riding. So
DMX.
Yeah,
that's how rough riders roll.
Wow.
Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Nobody up. Shot. We don't have that. That was not on the agenda this week.
It was not. I don't know what.
We're going right to What Up With That.
Next, we had but it sounds good.
Buy OC merchandise.
OC merchandise has gone up 47% in the last day.
What about the values of Super Bowl quarterbacks?
Didn't go anywhere really.
It didn't.
Did not.
It did not.
But
we can touch on that.
There was a spike actually from going downward for Joe Burrow.
There was a huge spike after the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
Burrow was through the roof, even leading up to the Super Bowl. But I think what everybody thought is after that Super Bowl was that Matthew Stafford's cards would go absolutely insane, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Clyde. And so I did. I bought a bunch of Stafford cards right before the divisional game against Tampa. But you know what's hurting Stafford? Stafford's 34 years old. He played, 12 years with the Lions. There's still so much more runway for Joe Burrow. Yeah, he lost the Super Bowl, but that guy, he's gonna have multiple rings by the time it's all said and done. Stafford, who knows how many years he has left? Who knows what the Rams look like next year? I mean, they're talking about McVay could retire and go into TV. Guy's 36, 37 years old. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh,
right.
Hey, every coach. That's what they are.
I did. I still invested heavily in Stafford, and I'm holding those cards
because fine with it in this area, especially
for sure. And I'm happy for Stafford. But you also saw some rise for some other guys like a Cooper Kupp. You saw Aaron Donald go up a little bit. Obviously Jamar Chase was hot all season.
Yep.
T Higgins went up a little bit. He had a big Super Bowl. But I honestly did expect more from Stafford's cards after that Super Bowl win, and it didn't happen. So we'll see. I think again, as the NFL season gets closer, the Rams will be.
Stafford's a great investment. So you got a Hall of Fame quarterback there. I think that Super Bowl.
He is not a Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No,
Super Bowl sealed it for him. What do you think his career's going to end?
So because he won a Super Bowl. So is Brad Johnson a Hall of Famer? Is Trent Dilfer a Hall of Famer? No,
their numbers aren't even close to what Matthew Stafford's are.
Has Matthew Stafford ever been top 5 at his position?
Yes, he has.
He has not. Top 5 at
top
any
5
point.
At what?
At any point in his career.
Top 5 of what, though? Yeah. You got to think
he's close.
He has played in an era.
He's close. Is he better than? So think about this. He played with Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. You got to be in the top
Brady,
5.
Peyton Manning. He's played with some legendary quarterbacks. Those are all Hall of Famers.
Correct.
Every one of them. And he's still there. Just because he's not top 5 in a certain category does not mean he's not a Hall of Famer. How many times
has he been an All-Pro?
What does that matter? That does not matter in the NFL.
I'll take Tyler all day long. Fastest player to 50,000 passing yards.
Those are garbage yards. When you play for the Lions, he's always playing from behind.
So that's going to be the excuse for everything. But you just said in stats. So there it is. Fastest player to 50,000 yards. Number 1 ever.
If he does it
Number 1 ever. Fastest player to 50,000 yards. And you're making an excuse.
Because they always have to pass.
So now you're saying because he played for a bad team. So anybody that plays for a bad team is not a.
Calvin Johnson played for a bad
Calvin
team.
Johnson, who he threw to.
He threw
to Calvin Johnson. Who threw to him?
Different position. Come on, man. So who was Calvin Johnson was
All right, here's my one up with that. What? Sorry, wrong one.
No way. Not yet. It definitely he is in.
What does he have to do to make Pat Noonan say he's a Hall of Famer?
Let me tell you this. So he is in the restaurant. His name is on the list. His table is not yet available. I'll tell you that.
What's he have to do? To finish top 5 in something?
He's got to do this again. Take a good team, go on another run.
So Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl.
He's in the
Right? Yeah, but he had some successful teams. Stafford lost consistently.
That's an organizational thing. That is not so much on the player.
I'd say, hey, his name's
Calvin Johnson was part of that organization
his
too.
Name's attached to
Barry Sanders was part of that organization. What up with that?
What up with that? What up with that?
This guy's just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Hey, shop is closed. OC is closing. OC is closed. Ooh wee. OC is closed. OC is closed. Out of business.
Wow. Now you're angry.
I know. Who's going first?
Okay. And ladies, go ahead.
Clyde, can you believe this guy? Can you believe this?
I don't know.
All right.
You want to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Listen, back in the day, I used to gamble. Some of the stuff I'd gamble on, not very proud of. Gambled on some dumb stuff. I bet on the Little League World Series. I have bet on the WNBA.
Close down the speakeasy.
I have bet on cricket matches.
It was the 3M cricket. Have you gone there?
When you're chasing late night It's like betting on the Hawaii game during college season. Yeah, right.
I think
So,
baboon.
obviously realized wasn't very good at it. Had to stop. Nancy had me in the Iron Chic. What's it? The camel clutch.
That'd be us.
And so
That was another move she had.
again, really,
yeah. Okay. Get confused there.
Kid show.
Oh, sorry.
But this one, and I had no idea you could even gamble on this. Super Sportsbook out of Nevada is taking bets on the 2022 Golden Tee World Championships. How in the world can you bet on the Golden
Wouldn't it
Tee?
be like insider trading
So
there? You could
this
just
guy,
totally tank that.
I'll tell you what, Paul Luna and Joe Massara are
Not
the favorites
familiar.
at 8-1.
Hmm.
Chris Brewer being
Strong
disrespected.
wrist.
Chris Brewer's being disrespected at 22-1.
Hmm.
Now, if they're going to do this Golden Tee World Championship, they got to play it straight up. Each guy should have to drink 5 pitchers of beer at Buffalo Wild Wings and then go play Golden Tee. That's how you play Golden Tee. If these guys are totally sober playing Golden Tee, absurd. I mean, Paul Luna, I mean, incredible. I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know whether I love it or hate it, but at the same time, what up with that?
What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that?
He said, she said.
Striped it down the middle, baby.
Damn. I sucked at that game. I'll tell you, my what up with that. I don't. Can we get these up? So okay, we're going out. We're looking at properties, and Coach Pat and I for the OC, and we find the one, and we're like, and great, everything's going great with it. Meet the landlords, all
Meet the press.
excited. I mean, I'm like, this is really cool. I mean, we're going out and doing all this, and here comes. This is what Noonan shows up to at the meeting. Look at these damn Crocs of his. Those things are horrible.
Oh, did somebody say croc?
Look at that. You can see like his foot. Like I don't think his sock is ripped on the one on the left there or something. I mean, this is brutal. Noonan, what are these things?
You know what? It shows people I value comfort. I'm casual. I'm not going to be a stuffy businessman that shows up in my in my what they call it is in the corporate world, the pretentious blue blazer. Hey man, casual. Let's go do some business.
Well, if you're going to go to war, I have your shoes here. Producer Rich sent me those, and I'm like
those.
Look at that. I mean, you got a whole combat there with them.
I like those. I like those a lot. Hey, if you're buying, I'll wear those.
Those are solid. I mean,
absolutely incredible.
Actually,
listen.
Do you have like the giblets on your? What are those things called? Giblets.
Listen, I'll
that
take.
They put on there like SpongeBob and stuff like that.
I own a pair of Crocs.
Thank you.
I don't.
Thank you.
I own a pair.
Oh,
Swingle.
Keep the Crocs on, Joe. That's for traction.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah.
Thank you. Love the Crocs. You ain't rocking, you ain't Crocs.
So
thank you.
So
I've never owned a pair. Never.
It's probably 80%, 20% in favor of Crocs.
80% no.
80% yes.
Yes.
This is a no Crocs.
So when you go get the mail, what are you throwing? Penny loafers or what are you doing?
Right here.
Slip on my.
I got
It's the
slippers.
same goddamn thing.
It is.
Well, see, my shoes. They have no laces, so they're all
Because you don't know how to tie. You don't know how to tie shoes.
I don't like tying shoes. It sucks
That's
tying
lazy.
them.
Hey, you want to know why? Because if he has to bend over to tie his shoes, he
Right.
chokes himself out. He can't breathe,
Right.
like most of us do.
This
I'm an athlete.
backfire. I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete.
I golf and bowl.
I'll
Those
tell
are
you what.
A
sports.
chicken wing athlete.
Those are sports.
I think you might see Croc bowling shoes in the not too distant future.
Oh, jeez, Croc.
Hey, here you go.
shoes.
Hey.
What's this one?
Best shoes for us.
Thank you for the support,
Hey, now
everybody.
Listen. Austin Jackson is not a sissy man because I've seen the deer he slayed.
He lays deer.
Oh, he can't. Remember he had that Michigan buckpole.
That's a whole different thing to whacking and stacking them, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Austin probably has deer blood all over his crotch.
So producer Rich has reported Austin lays deer.
Slays deer, motherfucker.
You said lays.
Slay.
You say lays.
Slay, like Darius.
Slay.
Slay. Big
You know
play.
what? You know
Big
what?
play slay.
You know what? Your mic's on.
Yep. Yeah, cut him out.
He's
This
done.
guy.
He's
Done.
He's
OC shop is closed, out of business already.
He's
Before
never
we even opened the door.
Austin
Help
has
Help
never
wanted.
sent me any venison.
Help wanted.
Help
Now hiring.
Now
Now hiring.
Help wanted.
Now hiring. Indeed.com. Please call 1-800-272-INDEED. Yeah.
Do you put like the do you put the dough piss on it
We need
too
to
on
have
your
OC.
Crocs?
We're gonna have
Austin?
OC Crocs. We're
Why
gonna
not?
sell OC Crocs.
Don't-
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Austin puts like the dough piss on it
I
too.
wear
So
Crocs. I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
So,
I've never worn them in my life.
well, again,
You know what?
don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly.
It's a crock of shit. Is what you're
Too
talking
bad
about.
there's
It's a kid
kids.
show.
Hey, too bad there's kids that are watching this.
Do you use a
Otherwise,
crock
hopefully
pot?
they
Use a
say
crock
something.
pot? Use a crock pot.
No, I don't.
He's all
I don't have
screwed
time
up.
for that.
He's all screwed
Yeah,
up. All screwed up.
it must be a crock thing.
Unbelievable.
You guys
Right.
got anything else?
Well, yeah, we got our trivia. We got to give away stuff.
That's right. That's right.
So
When were Crocs invented? Who invented the croc? Was it the crocodile hunter? Hey, mate. Oh, crikey. I just got stung by a jellyfish. Ah, sorry. It's a
Oh
kid show.
boy, I tell you.
So what's the question?
So, well, first off, we got thanks to John Ewan, the Pro Sports Zone. We got a hanger.
Friend of the show.
Yep,
You always gotta
hanger
reference
box
friend
here
of the
of 2021 Chronicles.
show. Crocicles?
Yes, the Crocodiles.
Crocicles?
And hey, we're gonna throw in a sports card podcast shirt from the OC. It's a 2XL, so you big guys that wear Crocs can probably fit into this
fella.
shirt too. Right, so you big guys.
OC original Crocs.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So trivia question. It's kind of an OC trivia question here. Where is the OC going to be having their card shop? What town
Ooh,
Slash
tricky.
city.
Tricky.
will be located? First one to answer will win. Yep. Crocs wouldn't step up from. Hey, hold on.
Oh, DJ.
No,
Entrepreneur.
no, that one's wrong. Yep.
White Lake. No.
Ron Whitehead.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did.
White Lake. Oh,
No.
Ron did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's
Yeah. Ron Whitehead.
Okay. Yeah. I was looking at Derek's.
Yes.
Yep. Ron.
Ron
Boy.
got it. That's fair for us out of town.
Conceited.
Well, Bo, if you're listening to the show, you would have heard me say
Look at Ken.
Whitmore Lake.
No, he can put Whitmer Lake.
fix the damn roads.
Whitmer Lake.
All right.
Love
So,
Whitmer Lake.
Ron, you want us to open this live for you, or would you like us to ship it as is? Just go ahead. Oh,
There's
Ron
only one right answer.
is that again. There's only one answer us to rip it. So
Yep. Rip and ship. Sip, rip and ship.
let's see what Ron says.
Fish that lake.
See if this show
Yeah,
just
a lot
keeps
of
going.
carp in there.
Boat in there too.
Bo's saying rip it.
Yeah, Bo's
Well,
right.
Derek, I don't care what you meant to say. You didn't say it. Okay.
It's actually Lake Tahoe. That'd be the most appropriate lake to open the shop. Love
Let's
that.
see
Probably
what
high
Ron
rent
wants.
district. Ronnie.
I love this product, by the way. I
It
was
is
like,
no Chronicles is awesome.
No, that's Bo Brown.
that's Bo Brown. We're waiting for Ron. He doesn't know what he's doing here.
No pressure, Ron. Do not make us ship this sealed.
Hey, he's celebrating right. Yeah, what a
Right.
run!
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All
Ron's,
right.
Ron's putting his Crocs on. He's ready to watch this this unveiling. Oh boy.
Smarter than the box.
Now these
turd.
just went to PSA 6. Good
Little blade.
grief.
Cut an extra.
Yeah.
Oh my dude, you're freaking manhandling these things. Oh my god. Ron, poor decision. Oh boy.
There we go. It's like Christmas. All right.
Sorry about that LaMelo.
We'll go ahead and rip this open. Ron, you're going to get that shirt. Hopefully you fit into a 2X. That's the only size I got.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Ron, if you need a snuggie,
QB1.
What a crock of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron's getting a free Snuggie with this 2X.
Who the hell put these? All right, there you go, Noonan. I'll do yours first, or
Do you only want me to show the hits, or we
just
show
show them all?
Actually, probably easier for producer Rich. Let me see if we have any. Yeah, good one. Second card, not bad. Jay-Sean Tate, Houston Rockets. Little Zion action.
Hey, that's a wide load. He won't. fit in
Zion's at the
2X.
podiatrist.
What's that one?
Okanyu,
Oh, yeah. Oneke Okongwu. Wiseman.
Wiseman.
That's nice.
Sadiq.
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 Sadiq the Freak. Is that Denny Avdia?
Turn all mine around
Kevin
right.
Durant.
KD. Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, you're good eyes there, buddy. Obi Toppin.
Obi. Slam dunk champion.
He saw a white guy in a Celtics jersey. Peyton Pritchard.
Kevin McHale. Oh, there's George's boy.
Oh yeah, little bitch.
Another Peyton Richard.
Yes, has he hit a LaMelo?
Not yet.
Precious.
Oh, precious.
So precious.
Nico Manning.
Oh, Nico, yeah.
Kara Lewis Jr.
All right.
All right.
Well, there's the other half of his lovely hanger box. I turned them all around right for you, so we got there. What is that one?
Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I like him.
Actually,
Tyrese
yeah, from the
Maxey, yep.
Sixers. Another KD.
Cupcake.
Anthony
Oh, there we
Edwards.
go.
Ant,
Got an
nice.
Anthony Edwards.
That's a good one.
Gordon Hayward.
Oh, wrong Hornet.
Yep.
Another
there's that.
one. Peyton Pritchard.
Yep. White guy again.
Giannis.
Jay-Sean Tate, second one.
James Harden.
Oh, hate Harden. Is that RJ?
Emmanuel
No, quickly.
Quigley.
Quickly, yep.
Lee.
Saban Lee.
Saban Lee.
Zion.
Playbook. Kenyon Martin.
Kenny Martin Jr. His daddy was a great player.
Obi.
Hey,
Another Peyton.
Another
Way-
Peyton Pritchard. Man.
man, that sucks when you open
Harden.
up basketball cards. You get that many white guys in the
Wow.
pack.
That's a lot of white.
Yeah.
Too many white guys.
Good thing it was a free pack.
Yeah. Well, you got an ant though.
He did.
Yep. So, well, good job here, guys. Love it that we made the announcement today. Finally got a chance to do that. That was great. Thank you so much to Tom, producer Rich. What else we got? We got everybody else
Do
here.
you want to thank me again?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Pat.
Hey, hold on
Yeah.
here a second. Hold on a minute. So this comment came up. I mean, no vein of white. Hey,
That's
listen-
true.
Listen here, tough guy. It's kind of hard to manage the computer, a camera, microphones, and do a live break.
And wearing Crocs.
While wearing Crocs.
While wearing Crocs. You can't
That
do
is
all
not
that.
Hey,
That's a
so
negative.
suck it.
For Wolverine.
Like the Wisconsin guy did. Boom. Suck it.
High Logic, thank you so much. Love it.
Thank you for listening and watching the OC Sports Card Podcast. You can check out our previous podcasts, along with other great podcasts, at the